somewhere in the last 12 months, your company made the decision it shouldn't have, or didn't make one it should have. Not because your people were incompetent, not because you weren't paying attention, because nobody could see what was actually happening. Well, you most probably don't even know which decision it was, and that exactly is the problem. Let me describe a typical management meeting. Not a meeting from 10 years ago, your meeting right now. Before the meeting can even start, someone in your company spent the last 3 days making it possible. They pulled numbers from your ERP, cross-referenced with the CRM, reconciled the differences, built the deck. By the time it lands in your inbox Sunday evening, the data is already 2 weeks old. And this person, skilled, experienced, probably in finance or controlling, spent 3 days of their working week on a task that produced nothing. No decision, no insight, no action. Just the meeting can now happen. That cost never appears on any budget line, but you pay it every single month. So the meeting starts, someone puts up the revenue slide, and then it happens. Your CFO says, well, we are at 4.2. Your sales director says, I have 4.6. Your controller says, my number is 4.1. Same company, same month, 3 different numbers. Now the meeting isn't about your business anymore. It's about whose number is right. 30 minutes pass. No decision has been made except one. Someone needs to check the numbers before next month's meeting. Same agenda, same discussion next month as well. And somewhere on that agenda, there's an item that's been there for a while. A market that is underperforming, a product that is declining, a customer relationship that's deteriorating. Every month, someone says, we need more information before we can decide. It sounds prudent, but it isn't. It's what happens when the information you have doesn't give you enough confidence to act. So, the item stays, month after month. While whatever you are not deciding about keeps running and keeps costing. If you're on a mid-sized company or you're responsible for its results and you describe yourself as data-driven because you have monthly reports or maybe a dashboard or two, well, this video is for you. Here's what I want you to notice. In every of those scenarios, nobody was incompetent. Nobody was lazy. These are smart, experienced people doing their best with what they have. The problem isn't the people. It's what the meeting is for. Your management meeting is the most expensive recurring event in your company. Think about who's in the room, what their time costs per hour, multiply by every meeting every month, and then ask, how much of that time is spent finding data, arguing about which version is correct, or deferring decisions? That meeting was designed to run your business. Instead, it's consuming it. And here's what makes it even worse. The reports and dashboards you have, they're not neutral. I've been doing this for 35 years, and I'll tell you something. That sounds provocative. It might sound provocative, but I believe it completely. There's no such thing as a useless report. Every report in your company is either helping your business or it is hurting it. Not neutral, hurting it. If it is not deriving decisions, you're paying for it 3 times. Once, the cost of building it. Twice, the cost of the meetings it wastes. And 3 times, the cost of every decision you delayed or missed while it sat there looking busy. The question isn't whether you have reports. Well, you do. The question is, are they working for you? I want you to do something uncomfortable. Look back at the last 12 months. Find the decision you delayed because you didn't have the right numbers. The problem you found out about from a customer, not from your own data. The meeting that ended with, let's keep monitoring, and nothing changed the following month. The pattern nobody spotted until it had been running for 6 months. Each of those has a price tag. You just never saw the invoice. And it's not one big catastrophic mix. It's 3, 4, 5 smaller ones that nobody ever added up. There's a German expression I love. Kleinvieh macht auch Mist, meaning small animals make a mess too. In business, small misses, compounded over months, add up to very large numbers. The total, whatever it is in your company, that's your real cost of not having visibility. Now, one test. Think of the last significant decision your company made. A market you entered or exited. A product you launched or killed. A customer you kept or let go. A hire. Now answer 3 questions. First, what data did you look at before deciding? Second, did the data change your initial instinct or did it mostly confirm what you already thought? And third, if you had better visibility, would you have decided faster, slower, or differently? Well, take a moment. Actually, do answer these questions. Most executives give me some version of the same answer. Well, we look at some numbers, they mostly confirmed what we already thought. We probably would have made the same call anyway. I hear that and I think, that's not data-driven decision-making. That is using data as a comfort blanket. Reaching for the numbers, not to challenge your thinking, but to feel better about the decision you already made in your gut. The goal of good data isn't to confirm your instincts. It's to challenge them and occasionally to save you from them. The companies that make this shift, and I watched it happen again and again, don't just have better meetings. They catch problems in days instead of months. They make decisions with confidence instead of hesitation. They see it coming in the numbers before it cost them a customer. Same management team, same business, a completely different conversation in the room. The information, the data, that was always there. It just wasn't visible. It wasn't trusted, and it wasn't designed to drive decisions. That's what changes. In the next video, I'll show you what that shift actually looks like and why companies your size can now make it happen. It's not what it used to cost, not even close. So subscribe so you don't miss it. My name is Feliks Golenko. I spent 35 years helping mid-sized companies turn their data into decisions that move the business forward. If you want to go deeper on the decision side of this, I wrote an entire book about closing the gap between the data you have and the decisions you make. It's called Decide. Link in the description. And I'll see you in the next one.